gentlemen, I'd like to introduce a very interesting young man who's traveled from very far away to be with us tonight.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, yeah. 19 fucking live stream. We're going to go live on this one.
Boom.
Double tap, flip that camera around. 19. I was surprised by that when we hit 19 today, too.
Yeah, it's kind of...
now. But that's good. I thought the 10 was cool, but 20 is going to be even more rad. So next week, number 20. That's pretty sick. Thank
Number
you for,
20.
Yeah, thank you for joining us here today, Salt of the Streets live stream. Donovan.
Colin.
So...
a.k.a. at Big Bird Offie.
Yeah, and I am at Salt of the Street on Twitter. If you guys are watching right here, you guys know that. No, this one's cool. I kind of like having the one back here for Salt of the Street on Twitter. You guys know that if you're watching here. Instagram there, I'm at Alpaca _ Donovan on that one. We do have a Salt of the Streets Instagram, and then you're also Big Bird Offie on Instagram as well.
Indeed.
Saltofthestreets.com. You can find all of our podcasts, all of our media, all of our everything, including the blog posts every Thursday.
Boom.
That's it.
Very well handled, sir.
That was nice.
Legal obligations out of the way.
Yeah, everything is there. So this week, start with the alcohol. We're drinking this delicious fucking beer here. It was at the Hanalei Island IPA. I hope that's not uncultured of me to say it like that. It's delicious. I love all of these. I love all the beers from Kona Brewing Company. Even
they are very good.
Even the type of beers that I don't traditionally enjoy. Mm-hmm. We always, as always, have the BSB over here because
you never know when you're going to need some BSB.
Especially when you're talking about big topics. Today we're going to be talking about immigration, right? We're going to talk about a big topic, obviously. Excuse me, that's the beer right there. We're going to be talking about the Inspector General report last week that had to do with the campaign, had to do with Hillary Clinton, had to do with James Comey, the FBI, Loretta Lynch. So that's another big topic. We went and saw Dr. Jordan B. Peterson live lecture at the Moore Theater on Thursday, which was fucking fantastic.
Awesome.
Opened by Dave Rubin. It was incredible. So we'll be talking about all of those things, plus a little bit of pop culture, just a little bit of sports, because I really want to talk about the Mariners when Morgan is here. That's what I'm waiting for, because I know that Morgan is super into baseball, and so that's what I'm waiting for.
Is she really into baseball?
Yes.
She
told me she was really into baseball.
I would imagine. She's pretty big into sports in general.
Yeah. She told me that when she was with us, that was the first time she hadn't gone to a Mariners opening day in Seattle in like
That's right.
forever. So
I remember that now.
Yeah. So
I apologize to the Ginger Ninja because I sound like a bad friend.
No, so that was my intent, is to wait to have a big conversation, or maybe have Drew or Casey back in.
Yeah.
Have somebody who's more in the baseball world or who's really into it, so I can sit down and have a conversation.
Yeah, because I would have a hard time pulling my weight in that conversation.
Well, and me too. I'm not super huge into baseball, so it's something that I need to have somebody who can help me have that conversation. But it's going to be good. It's going to be a strong show today. Jordan Peterson talked about some really big topics. Like I said, we'll talk about that a lot.
Yeah, that's going to be a fun one to play around in.
Yeah,
sure.
Definitely. We didn't see, sorry, I lost my train of thought for a second. I was expecting like almost some protests or something like that when we were there, but there was
zero. Yeah,
no protests, no nothing. There was like one dude outside having a conversation with a woman, and they didn't agree about Jordan Peterson, but that was really the only thing. Other than that, it was super cordial and like really well done. And
I wonder if it's the people that put on the event that were in charge of making sure that security was really tight.
Yeah.
Because right before this show, they announced that there would be a zero-tolerance disruption policy.
Yeah.
They will not tolerate any disruption of his performance.
No fucking nothing like that.
And there was none, and I was very, very happy with that.
It was nice. Brett Weinstein showed up.
Yeah.
Famous Professor Brett Weinstein.
Alone.
Yeah, that was really cool. He snuck in through a side door, and I just seen him point him out to Colin. I was like, yo, that's Brett Weinstein right there. And he was like, oh my God, that's him. He sat 5 seats in front of us and snuck out too quick for me to try and get my book signed by him. I told Colin if we weren't sitting in the middle of that row, it's I would go and talk to him right fucking now. If I was on the edge, I would go and shake his hand right now. But because I was afraid that he would get out too quick.
Yeah. But he has to kind of do that stuff, I'm sure.
Oh, I'm sure that he does. Yeah, no, I bet that there's a reason. I mean, and Dave Rubin told people that he was there. So at that point, then you really have to start to be...
It's he's here somewhere.
Yeah. So that's what we're going to talk about today. Before we talk about what we did this week, What have you eaten today before the podcast?
Ooh, I made myself a 3-egg breakfast sandwich with way too much bacon on it because it's Saturday and it was definitely worth it. I had some of this delicious Four Sigmatic mushroom coffee, which I absolutely love because it's it's got like cordyceps and what was the other one? Chaga.
The
but it's all good.
Mushroom. Know what I'm
it's
saying?
all good for your brain. It's supposed to be a prompt neurogenesis or something like that. It's supposed to help create new brain cells and whatnot. But it's actually pretty good. There's a you need to like mushrooms, I think, to do it. But it does have a good coffee taste, and you just get a lot of coffee or mushroom aroma while you drink it. It's really good. But that, and then I also had some Greek yogurt, granola, cocoa nibs, and honey.
There you go.
Ooh, that's like my new favorite thing.
Yeah.
I used to, like every night, like between 8 and 8:30, like my whole life, I'd sit down and have like a bowl of Fruit Loops or Frosted Flakes or some kind of sugar cereal. And so I've kind of replaced that now with like a half a cup of Greek yogurt and then all that stuff. And I've learned to love it.
It's not quite the same, but it's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It satisfies the craving from some of the green stuff at the end of the night. Yeah. And it's a lot better for me than sugar cereal and milk.
That's what's been really tough. Like, I don't eat after 7:30, so it's super tough to, like, keep getting high after 7:30. And
I could not survive.
Gets to be, or I don't eat after 7. I don't eat before 7:30 or after 7. So, like, I'll stop eating if we're eating dinner and 7 o'clock comes, I'll stop eating.
So that's your fast period?
Yeah.
You go from 7 to what?
7:30 in the morning.
7:30?
And I'm slowly pushing it, like, a little bit forward. And I'll get to, like, 9 o'clock, and then that's the prime. That's, like, 14 hours of fasting, and that's... like perfect. So
that would be a good idea.
Yeah. So we'll get you take your time. You don't need to
take
be fasting.
Nothing.
Yeah. So what I do this week, we on Monday was our anniversary. That was also when we announced to the world that we're having a baby. So Jordan is going to be 11 weeks tomorrow, I think. And then in like 2 weeks we have our first ultrasound, and that will be really cool.
That's exciting.
Added my baby book to the stack here. It's right there. Rocking fatherhood. So, then we did the Jordan B. Peterson, and then yesterday we went and had breakfast at the Oak Table, and it was fucking delicious.
It was so good.
Had a waitress named Georgia, who that's, one of the top baby names. So we chopped it up with her about the podcast, and that was really cool.
That was really cool. Yeah. She seemed generally interested.
Yeah.
I think the coolest thing was it didn't feel like a waiter just trying to be nice, and because she came back
like 2 or 3 times.
Yeah, and then like wanted to keep talking more about what we did, and then she asked what we did last episode, and it was kind of it felt good to have that kind of interaction with somebody out there in the world who seemed generally interested in what we were doing. So, if give you a shout out there, Georgia at the Oak Table.
That's really funny. Yeah, so it was a good deal. What else did you do this week?
So much, dude. I had such a busy week. It was a good week.
Yeah.
I went in for a echosonogram or echocardiogram or whatever. So they took they
looked at his heart.
Yeah, it was dope. Because, just like what you're going to go get, the ultrasound for the baby, I got to sit there and like watch my heart valves go...
just firing up.
Yeah, it was cool. I got to hear it and watch it and do all that good stuff. And then
that's kind of lit.
Yeah, it was kind of intense. I was like, dude, I'm like looking inside me right now. It's kind of a mind trip. But yeah, I'll get the full resorts in a couple weeks. But results. Yeah. What did I say? Revolts?
Something like that. Resorts, maybe. Something.
Yeah, so many resorts.
Got the right thing. Got the right thing on the back end. So.
Yeah. But yeah, did that. Been doing a bunch of changes, modifications to the house, which you'll see after the show.
You're not allowed to see.
No. You can come into my garage and have we can have the studio, but y'all ain't welcome in my house just yet.
This is all you get, is this right here. You can look at our calendar a little bit, not that much. You can see that there's stuff on there, but not what we're doing. So
no. And again, I just want to say another shout out to one of my
Georgia
co-workers. Yeah, shout out to Georgia. The whole state. Y'all are in there. No, one of my bosses started watching the pre-show and stuff, and he was really, really excited about it. Yeah. So if you're watching, Mr. Mikey, This one's for you.
Hello, sir. Thank you very much.
You would love him. He's a trip. So much fun. He's like, oh, don't kill me. He's like 60-something.
I was going to ask if he was an old guy. 60's not old.
No, not even close.
It's just older than I am. That's
Absolutely.
All. That's all that means.
But he has his whole life has been so eventful, and he's got stories for days that just keep people amused.
Yeah.
It's great. And it's really cool. If somebody like him could be interested in stuff that we're saying, stuff that we're talking about and all that, it just gives me hope that we can reach an audience all over the spectrum, all over the board.
Everyone.
You know? Just like at the JBP event the other night, that was
cool.
People from all different walks of life, different lifestyles, and I mean there was one of the VIP guys up front had like those 4-foot-long dreadlocks and a nose ring and tats all over.
It was cool.
It was cool. Yeah, very, very cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that's about it.
And then the breakfast on Friday.
Yeah, breakfast on Friday was fantastic.
German pancake. Yeah.
German pancake for Bill. Yeah.
I had French
biggest
toast
shout
and
out in the world
potatoes.
to Oak Table because
Tweet a
they
picture,
are
that's great.
amazing. Used to be a local restaurant down, probably like 5 minutes down the road from me, but they had to move for one reason or another.
And now it's closer to me, and it's awesome.
You son of a bitch.
But it's fucking 2 people. We waited 15 minutes. It was like 9:30. It was crazy.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
On
not
a
that 15
Friday.
minutes is a long time, but waiting for a breakfast on a Friday morning is weird.
Yeah,
That's
it was strange.
15 minutes didn't ruin my fucking life waiting. It's
No.
fine.
Did you were pointing at the cameras. Did somebody say something?
Kathy Stillings.
That's my mom.
Oh, the Madre. Hola, Madre.
Hello, I did it.
I did it. I feel like that's an inside joke somewhere.
She always has
I
a
made
really hard time finding the live stream.
Oh,
She
yeah.
feels like she always misses it, so it's
quite possible.
She's saying she did it this time. Good job, Mom. I'm fucking proud of you.
Thanks for joining us, Kathy.
Yeah, you did it.
I love your mom.
She's a cool lady. On Sunday, hung out with her. We went to the arena. I had all them fucking boneless wings. It was delicious. It was a fantastic thing, and a bunch of beers. I love the arena.
Did you go to the dugout last week too? No. But that was the week before.
Yeah, but that was earlier. Like, we eat out a lot. It's bad. It's really bad. It's a bad thing that we do.
It's a hard habit to not have.
My wife's
say
family
that.
is super into that. When I was growing up, we didn't. Like, we almost never ate out. But that's what Jordan's family does, is they go and they eat together all the time. So
That's kind of nice, though.
It's nice because I spend a lot of time with those people, but we spend a lot of money.
Yeah, it
going
gets
out
expensive.
Exactly.
Yeah.
There have been quite a few times where they've had to buy dinner for us.
Yeah.
Listen, it's a Thursday. I've got
Yeah.
$12 until midnight tonight. Like, I don't know what to tell you. And they're like, no, you're good. Like,
You're
we're gonna
good.
go
We
out.
got
So,
you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that happens a lot with, friends and family and stuff. Nobody really understands. Well, I think they all understand if they want to, but
struggle.
if you go out to eat like all the time, not everybody can really afford to do that because I don't know if it's necessarily something you should always try to do.
Yeah.
You shouldn't try to go eat all the time because there's a much more economical way to live, but maybe that's just because we're poor.
Yeah, I feel that.
Yeah.
So,
Well, word.
yeah, we're at 13 and a half minutes. I think that's good. So,
That's good. That's going to take like 3 hours to render on this computer. That's plenty.
but the fucking quality on those is A1. Shout
It's-
out to Colin for being the tech that does all of our shit. I just show up and talk into a microphone and
Meh.
talk about it when the shit comes out on Monday. So,
It's way too much fun to hand off to anyone else. But I do need to teach you the ways of the force when it comes to the full editing.
yeah.
In case I'm gone in New York City for a few weeks in August,
Yeah.
which is happening.
In case something happens. I know I'm
Yeah.
going to record something with Jordan and I'll just do some shit on my house. But,
Nice.
you have something before we go?
Kathy says, love you guys on Facebook, and the truth_BG says hello.
What
Hello.
up, dog?
The truth.
Yeah, that's Brandon.
Brandon.
Yeah. So that's it this week. We are going to go ahead and peace the fuck out on all these live streams. This episode will be out on Monday. I'm Donovan. This is Colin. Look us up on fucking Twitter here. That's like we said earlier, Salt of the Street. at Big Bird Offie. Big Bird Offie on Instagram. Alpaca_Donovan on Instagram. Salt of the Streets on Instagram. All this shit. So check it out. saltofthestreets.com. Watch out for this shit on Monday. We'll fucking see you guys later. Boom. Peace out.
The truth says I'll be waiting.
Nice. That makes me so happy.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.